Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning,
Morning, good morning.
Push the button. Yeah, make it happen. Even though Justin don't got none of the sounds happen, I know y'all can hear him.
Damn,
Justin.
What's going on with the production, Justin?
It's all right, man.
We have
we
technical
good.
difficulties already.
Hey, man, we are back. Hey, and like I was saying,
Can I do an introduction? Can I do
Whoa.
an introduction before we do anything?
Oh, you know, Renell.
okay,
So,
you know what? Go
I'm
ahead.
very official. We supposed to go across the table and everything.
Ahead.
I ain't even to do it. Big Rich in the house.
Woo! You know it's your boy, Fine Ryan Hope.
It's John Nell back again.
Back again.
Yeah, you feel me?
Thank
That's
you.
all I'm saying. He said thank you. Nobody
boy-
introduced this. Don't
Hey.
feel bad. At least nobody
My
did
boy,
it.
but my boy want his time. He want his shine. He want his moment, and you ain't gonna cheat him out of that.
But
And
I see what you're saying.
It's routine. It's
before-
just a routine.
And he's a routine kind of guy.
Before we jumped on this bad boy, you feel me? It was like, yo, we was talking about visiting Houston. So I'm looking
Yeah.
at Houston, and it is like a big circle in north, south, east, west surrounding Houston. And then but like you said, it is in like this golf type area.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is, I was thinking about buying a Mustang down in Houston. They got like 1,200 miles on it.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was I would have had to fly down to Houston because there was no fucking way I was finna drive 12 hours to Houston just to turn around and drive another. I wasn't finna do that.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah.
finna
I
fly
feel
to
that.
Houston and just like, yo, this shit better be together because I'm flying to Houston. You feel me?
Yeah.
But instead, I'm going to Bama.
Okay.
So the dude finally sent the paperwork. So since he finally sent the paperwork, I'm good to go.
What is Bama? 6
right.
hours? 7 hours?
It's actually 6 hours, and I am geek because as soon as my birthday is in a couple weeks, so as soon as I come back, my car is going straight to the paint shop to get wrapped. You feel me? Also, and I went and ordered my
nigga,
custom
ain't
logo
that
because it's gonna be called the 392 Killer. So I'm getting like this custom inlet made to go on the side instead of getting Ford and Mustang and all that shit. I'm having my own shit on my own wheel.
He talking that Jeep shit.
You feel
man.
me?
Right,
You know how I identify. Cause I've been low key. I've been pricing, all my stuff, and yeah, I'm finna get it together. You know what I'm saying? So
But by the time the summer hit, and you know what? I'll kid you
Summer.
not. I'm waiting.
Spring, huh?
Summer.
He say
Weather
summer.
break.
hey, end of March. Do you hear me?
Weather break.
Shit.
I kid you not. The winter. While it's in the garage for the winter, I kid you not. Before it really come out, it's gonna be. It's gonna be a beauty to look at inside, outside. It's already powerful. To be honest, I can't wait to just get in it and just listen to it roar. To be honest, I can't wait for that. I can't, and I'm honestly, bro, I've been looking up like straight drives. Like I'm straight finna start joining these guys on like these state to state drives, and they call like I'm finna straight jump on that. I'm on it. I'm with it 100%. You
I
feel
feel
me?
you.
Yeah, I just think if I'm gonna do it, I want the full 100% experience. I don't want just a race car. No, I want to see what this car life is like how somebody will indulge like sneakers. You like to go to sneaker shows. You like to go and you indulge in the sneaker world. I want to indulge in this car world.
Yeah.
Now that I have something of value and something unique to me.
This shit costs too much, man. All this shit, man. Cause he talking about sneaker world. Anybody that know me,
You got a lot of money in
I
sneakers.
got a lot of money tied up in shoes, right?
You probably
and
got
now-
about 10 racks tied up. At
Oh
least.
boy, you crazy?
At least. About 20, 30?
On the light day,
He say on a light day.
I'm probably 20 plus in.
20 plus.
I would probably say closer to 30. I really want to say
Hey,
closer to 30.
but I kid you not. So I did tell myself, when I get through with this car, everything that I want to do, when I got through doing my mathematics on it, to get this car exactly where I want it to be, it's gonna cost me about $10,000. So when
That's not bad.
and it's really not bad.
That's really not that
It's
bad,
really
bro.
not. So it's actually what's kind of cool is I want to get it to a level to where I want it to be, and then I want to build a buzz around it, and then I want to build a YouTube channel around the car as well too. And when I get to a certain level, I'm literally going to sell the car, the YouTube channel, all as like a business deal. So
That's what's up.
I think if I invest 23, I could probably get 75 out of it for the car and the business. When you buy the car, you buy the stuff, the YouTube station.
Well, you know, that's dope though.
So I think I'm just trying something different.
I'm look in the next probably 3 weeks. I'm looking to drop about 7 racks into my Jeep. So.
Okay, all right.
So I mean,
shit.
I'm just saying.
What you gonna do to it?
That's just the rims and the lift, and just a couple little things I got going on in my head. I ain't getting the whole Jeep wrapped. I'm getting some pieces wrapped because I'm going for a particular look. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm
that
going.
Bitch gonna be hard when
I want the whole wrap. Because the color paint I wanted. I know that it was gonna cost me an arm and a leg because I actually want like a metallic black where it look almost shiny, and then I want a coyote on both sides and ghost graphics that actually glows in the dark. So at night it actually glows in the dark.
Nigga. Right.
Oh,
You're doing a lot.
Oh hell yeah, why not?
It's gonna be one of a. You want a one of a
listen,
kind.
But this ain't no damn car show.
Right.
So because we can talk all day. I'm telling you, look, I'll talk all out. But
off air.
This really needs to be an off air conversation. But y'all get to legitimately like walk into like what we talk about, right? This is how we are. This is who we are. This is what we talk about. But this week and actually shit last week. So we've been off air for 2 weeks now. Well, we missed a week. So 2 full. Yeah, 2 full weeks that y'all have had us, and a lot's changed in the United States. Yeah. First off, we had Trump supporters storming the Capitol.
Oh yeah. That was interesting.
That wasn't interesting. That shit was crazy.
The shit was set up because you seen they let the people in.
Yeah,
they let them in.
That's treason. That's the definition of treason.
Privilege. But we talked a little bit about that, right? We had talked about that the day that shit happened because I think it happened on like a Friday. We talked about it a little bit that night. So then, but that was leading up into the inauguration, right? So everybody knows if you've been under a rock this week,
I have.
You've been under a rock this week?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that you don't know that
I did not see the inauguration.
You didn't watch any of the inauguration?
Listen, when I say I have not watched a TV screen this week. I promise you.
So let me tell y'all something.
You know what's odd about you, Rick?
So
you
hold
got
on.
so much going on. You would think you want to.
No, and this is why I'm finna put Big Rich on blast right now.
Please do.
Because Big Rich is the father of a beautiful black daughter.
Right.
Right? And what happened this week is monumental in that kid's life. Whether she realizes it now or realizes it later on in life. What happened this week was so monumental. But I'll give it to you. You got a baby. She don't know what she's watching. I halted everything that was going on in my house that day. And made all my kids come downstairs and sit on the couch and pay attention to what was happening.
That's what's up.
And I have a 14-year-old daughter. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and I have a 12-year-old daughter. So for all three of them to sit there and watch a person of color, a woman of color, get sworn into a position where she is potentially the leader, the commander-in-chief of the country, that was huge. They needed to see that.
Awesome.
They'll get it later on in life when their kids is going through school and teaching and learning about history and all that. They gonna be able to have a story and say, man, I remember my daddy made me come downstairs and watch that on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like that, but that's realistically what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it was monumental, and I ain't gonna lie, like it was touching. Like it was huge, man. For me, I think it was bigger than Obama for me because of where I am mentally as a father, as an adult, understanding really the barriers that it broke down. Like I was grown then, but it's a different kind of grown. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of grown. This is a whole different level of grown. Now you understand really, truly, like through and through, the barriers and stuff that was broken in.
I wanna, and it's something that I have learned to understand about myself. Bro, I am extremely disconnected. And I don't think it's I'm not saying that anyone thinks it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying my viewpoint of it, I don't think it's a bad thing. I pay attention I'm gonna be 100. This is how I choose to operate my brain. I choose to pay attention to what's immediately affecting me and what's controlling on getting me where I'm going. So if it's something that I'm probably focused on at that moment, it's probably that connection that's going to get me to where I'm going or whatnot. If it was something crazy going on that I personally, and I'm gonna say and yes, it's the United States, it's the control, it's this, it's so many important things, and I completely understand. It's just for me, I'm so disconnected emotionally from it. It's like I appreciate it, I understand it, but it's like I'm trying to put myself in a better position so people can be like, yo, my daddy made me come downstairs and watch when he did something. It's like my mind is so right there right now.
And there's no right or wrong.
Right.
So, for you, right, versus for me in that moment, I still think that the difference is you still dealing with a baby. Right.
Yeah. So I'm with you 100%. I'm with, so you're right now. In that sense, yes, you do have teenage daughters, and they are at a point where they legitimately understand.
Yeah.
And, like Ariel would have been like, Darla.
Darla, do you hear me?
She would have been like, okay. Looked up like Ariel. This is Darla.
And
Darla.
so, but I really think though, like, everybody should have been really, really. I just feel like more people should have been in tune to really what was going on. Not even just her becoming the vice president. That whole inauguration was very diverse.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, it was the most diverse inauguration in American history.
That's what's up.
From the speakers to just every aspect of it, right? And it was a good thing to see. So, for me, like I said, it touched the soft spot. And I'm not one of those guys that dive super deep into politics. For me, it was more monumental. Not that Joe Biden was up there getting sworn in as president, but it was a black woman getting sworn in as the vice president. And I'm telling you, like, not to be that. So I understand politics and I understand what's going on in the world. I just don't speak, or I'm not as connected to it as some people feel they need it to be, like kind of what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So that's why I feel what you're saying, because like I don't feel that nothing that they talking about is gonna really directly impact anything. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be okay tomorrow if I don't get a stimulus check.
I will.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, my stimulus check is still sitting in my safe. Like, that's how much I'm not worried about my stimulus
I'm gonna
check.
be okay. No matter what Joe Biden, what this motherfucker signs tonight, today, tomorrow, guess what? I'm still gonna be employed.
Exactly.
Based on things that I do day to day, right? And I'm still going to have a steady stream of income. My main stream of income is not gonna go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Right? And then I'm still going to be able to have access to certain things. So I understand through and through. However, I'm raising 3
girls,
young ladies.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So they needed to see that.
I checked out this, I'm starting to read this book, man. I think that y'all might like. It's called 4-Hour Workweek. Really, really, really good book so far. Basically, this guy,
that's a good book.
He took the concept of when he grew up, he was one of them kids that got in a lot of trouble, and he ended up meeting like a very wealthy mentor. But basically, instead of his mentor trying to change who he was, his mentor taught him how to use who he was. Basically, this guy, he just felt like, hey, why you spend 8 hours to do something that you can do in 1 hour?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So he had that type of approach. So basically everything that this book is about breaks down and guides you and teach you different ways to how he was like, he had a home health business that actually is called Quick Learning something. I don't know the exact name. He had it was a business where he sold products. He was like, I gotta sell products. I want to move products so I'm not working in the office. I can work out of town or whatnot. But what was happening was he had a whole bunch of clients, a whole bunch of people working for him, and he was still working and staying on the computer 24/7. So he was like, wait a minute, it's this rule. It's like 80-20. 20% of the energy you give is going to give you 80% of the results that you get. So basically, what he did was he went and looked at his employees. He fired 80% of his employees, kept his top 20 employees, which was actually bringing in 90% of his company money. So, and then on top of that, he went through his clients, did the same thing. He got rid of 80% of the clients that wasn't increasing their income and focused on the 20% that was. But then he was like, he started getting headaches from one of the guys. He was a real a-hole. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to create structure. I want exactly what he told the guy. Hey, yo, you can either be, we will provide a service for you, but we're not going to take this language. If you want to keep talking and make things complicated for us, then go elsewhere. He was like, he only lost one client, and all the rest of them, they faxed the papers like they needed the fax, and business went on. And he went from working 15-hour days to checking messages a little bit. And he basically broke his company down to where, like, yo, I am literally less hours, more money.
So, and that works depending on whatever kind of business you're running. But he chose quantity over quality. Quality over quantity. And that works in some business ventures.
What's kind of dope, so he actually breaks down, let's say you wanted to capitalize in the field that you're in. He show you how to make yourself valuable to your company where it will hurt them so much more to lose you. Not in a because you put in a whole bunch of hours type of way.
Value added.
But value to the point where, yo, if they lose you, they can lose way more than just somebody that's putting in 18 hours a day. So this book really is really intuitive. So I just think it's a different mindset, and what they call it is a book for what they're calling the new rich. So the new rich are, unlike the older rich, what they call old wealth, where, hey, work really hard, stay focused, keep your mind focused, and you'll be good later. The new rich believe in enjoying life, working remotely, and making a bunch of money now.
So
Automatically.
Child, I need to read this book, and I don't even read books.
And that's it's honestly about automating your money. It's getting to the point where you stop working for your money and just automate it. Now we live in such a computeristic world. Most of the money is on the internet anyway. So if you automate your business, automate what you're doing, automate your money, you can literally spend more time enjoying life than working. Because a lot of people think, yeah, you got to work hard. This book is not about working hard. This book is everything against working hard. The book actually tell you,
working
be
too much.
lazy.
Yep.
You working too much. You overworking. It tells you how to increase productivity and decrease time wasted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, instead of spending 8 hours to do this, and this, no, I'm going to do this one thing that's extremely productive that keeps the dial turning at all times, every single day, in a short amount of time. But it's just what you're choosing to do. Make sure your strategic plan and your goal is to most profit, minimum work.
So I love that philosophy because that's kind of how I'm trying to shift into my life. And so I'm trying to get to the point where I'm running my own business. And so at that same time, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to deal with everybody. I want certain people who I want to work with and who wants to work with me. And so I'm thinking to myself, do I want 1,000 different clients to make the most money, or would I rather have 100 clients to make less money but less of a headache and work less? So it's one of them type of things. It's a double-edged sword. So you want to actually, and everybody who I talk to who owns their own business, they say, well, I have to work a lot. I'm like, that's not the whole goal. The goal is to make the most amount of money and work less.
Exactly.
Because you have to put the right processes and procedures in place so you don't have to work. You need systems in place. So we live in a technology world, so use that technology to improve your businesses and improve yourself as a person.
Oh yeah. So
I feel it.
One before we actually on a really good topic, and you feel me. Let's get into a little bit of music. You feel me? I actually want to start playing a little bit more music. And that's just because we need the vibe sometimes. So let's get into, we talking about life is good. Let's go into a little bit of life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good. Let's get
Stimulus check or not, goddammit, but I want my check.
Cut the check.
Smoking Joe.
Yo.
Yes, sir. We back again.
Oh, yeah, Justin ain't got us no sound.
Damn, man.
The
production.
We're improvising.
Yeah, right.
Justin ain't got us no sound.
That's what you call it. So,
I have no training for
There we
this
go.
job.
There we go.
it's all good, though.
He said I had no training for this job.
But, so what else happened in the last couple weeks, man? So, we was actually just in the studio, and I got shown a social media post. Anybody anybody listen to the Jasmine Sullivan album?
No.
That every woman on, like, God's green earth is sending, like, Uber fire emojis and just talking about, it's like the you know how,
Hey,
like,
I actually
women
love Jasmine Sullivan. I'm actually gonna go pull that on my Spotify right now.
Word on the streets, and I haven't listened to one thing off of it because it seemed like if I listen to it, I'll be actually like crossing over and like going into like that album. From what I understand, is for women, right?
Oh, okay.
But I heard it was fire. So if we got any listeners that want to tune in, say what they got to say about it. I haven't personally listened to it.
It's called Pick Up Your
for the
Feelings.
gallery. Some Hoes Tales.
Oh yeah, Hoax Tales. Yep. Hoax Tales. Looking at the title, so let's look at a couple of the titles from it.
Yeah.
A couple of the titles are Bodies, Pick Up Your Feelings, Aries Tales, Put It Down,
Aries Tales.
On It,
I guess she's there.
Donna's Tale, Price Tags, Rashida's Tale, Lost One, Precious Tale, The Other Side, Amanda's Tale, Girl Like Me. I wonder what's all these tales about.
What's these tales about?
I gotta pull one up for us to play. We got to.
I guess
We
each
got
tale
to.
represented a different person's story, maybe.
Okay. I mean, but
no.
yeah, I don't know.
That's the way I think of it.
So yeah, we gonna dive into it a little bit. And this is totally blind for me. I just know there was a lot of talks about this album. I still just the album wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Jasmine Sullivan. Like, I was turned off when she was busting the windows out the car because I wish a bitch would.
She bust the windows out your car.
Boom, boom, boom. But I wish a bitch would bust the windows out of my car. Because I'm going to shoot the windows out your house. I ain't going to get mad. I'm going to get even.
Shoot the windows out the house.
Hey, I ain't trying to kill nobody, but hey, don't go there. Because I'm not that guy.
So, when y'all look at videos, so I'm one of the type of people, when I listen to music, I always want to see if they have a video to it. I don't know why.
I like to see that. I like to do that.
Well, in 2021, people make more videos than what we realize because it's cheaper to pay for your own shit, right? And you can just upload that shit to YouTube and make money off of them. Whereas back in the day, MTV, BET, they wouldn't paying you off of every fucking play. Now you getting some bread off of every time somebody click on your video. So as nowadays, people make more bread off of shooting videos. So you'll be amazed the songs that you probably like. Exactly. That actually have videos for them, yeah.
But you know what's so weird about all that too is that we're gonna have a whole generation that grow up and don't realize people used to literally sit down and watch music videos all day long.
So here's the thing, young Neil, you gotta
do it now all day long.
But you gotta understand this. There's a generation prior to us where people didn't have music videos at all.
I know.
Right? So you got to understand that it's going to consistently change the accessibility and what it is and all of that. That's just times. And I think it's dope, though, because, for me, I love music videos. We used to record
106
them.
in Park. I remember that.
And, yeah, we used to. Listen, I grew up on music videos, right? So when MTV and BET stopped playing the box, oh, my God. Talk to them, Justin. Listen, when they stopped playing, when them channels really stopped playing music videos, it kind of hurt me a little bit. But now I can go watch any music video, anytime, at the click of any button, whenever I'm ready. I love it because I grew up I love having the visuals to my favorite song. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
so I legitimately watch videos to this day.
Right.
almost went to sleep on it last night, but I ended up turning on Soul Food and went to sleep on that. The movie.
Lost One is on this album. Yo, have you ever heard the song Lost One?
No.
No, I guess we about to hear it.
Bro,
Guess we about to get into
when
it.
I say, listen, I love Lost One by Jasmine Sullivan for myself personally because, like, it's the first time I'm hearing a woman come like, yo, I know I fucked up. I know I ain't been the one. I know I ain't shit. And I understand sometimes I just been so fucked up in a way. I know that, maybe it's too late. And I respect that. And she was just 100 like, yo, but shit, I know I fucked up, but don't love nobody. And I was like, what? We got, it's.
That's what those tales were about.
Oh, yeah,
The first one is called Infinite Tales.
So I just downloaded Aries Tale. So I'm gonna download Aries Tale and then I'm gonna download Lost One and that's gonna be what we're gonna pull up.
Well, yeah. Well, shit. Let's get into it. Since I'm interested now, I got to know. You know what I'm saying? I just need to know.
Oh yeah. So this is let's go with Aries Tale now and then let's see what we get out of that. What we get out of Aries. I mean, what we got? Yeah, Aries Tale. Jasmine Sullivan, you ready, Justin?
Hit it.
All right,
Kick
let's
that
get
shit,
it.
DJ.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. I don't know if I needed that. Like we listen,
That's gonna cause some
yeah,
problems.
we gotta listen to that like early in the show because I gotta like forget about that when I leave. Like, cause boy,
Pick up your feelings.
she told a motherfucker to not to forget to pick up your things, but don't leave this motherfucker without taking your feelings with you too. Man, if that shit don't sting.
Stop.
You ain't got real emotions flowing through your body. If that song right there don't make you look at that woman that you and you don't call her out her name, you ain't love her for real. I'm just saying, you couldn't have loved her for real if she told you to not only get all of this shit, but take your feelings with you too. Take all that shit.
I just want to know
Say
what
call
man,
that man.
what man she talking about, because I want to know her personal history, because songs come out of a place of
And you know what?
experience.
You know what be
True.
You know what's great? Jasmine Sullivan is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck, where? Who did it? Fuck him. Hey, who? Call me.
Yeah,
Call me.
but when they get these emotions,
I don't care about. Man,
they
listen,
don't be looking like this.
I have already
when they go
accepted
through
that
this shit.
every woman that I am going to encounter for the rest of my fucking life is going to be emotional, and I have accepted that as a man.
Well, congratulations,
And
brother.
so for now,
Congratulations, you done figured out a big.
I have figured it out, fellas. It ain't no fucking way around it.
Congratulations to you. You gonna be a better person in life now that you understand that these here things that we call women are just emotional
Balls.
creatures, right? And I've come to terms with that a long time ago,
Big facts.
because you just got to. And I didn't grow up around women, like directly around women, like especially like you did.
I grew up.
I didn't.
I
You
had
should
an
have been
older
though.
figure, auntie, sisters, little sisters.
Nah,
oh my
so
God.
you spent
Jesus.
he spent the majority of his life in denial.
I spent the majority
He just
of my
thought
life
they ass
thinking
was
that-
crazy.
Yeah, I did.
But
This shit is real.
yeah, you
But
just thought they was crazy.
I kid you not, bro. I had a whole debate with Kalila today. You feel me? And it was interesting because today I am happy to say our debate literally, even though she was in her feelings and she was in her emotional state, expressing herself, and I was in my logical state, being myself. You feel me? It was kind of like, yo, okay, listen. You got off what you wanted to say. I got off what I wanted to say. I don't give a fuck about what you said. You don't give a fuck about what I said. I'm not taking it personal. Can we take a break and just talk about something? I'm still in a good mood, and you got to get that shit off.
You know
feel
that's
me?
not healthy though, right?
Hey,
That's
listen,
correct.
you know something? It felt healthy.
It felt healthy on your end. It don't. It's think about it. You talking about logical versus emotional, my
Hey,
dude.
hey, well, hey,
Listen,
if
if
she-
we need to have a whole show about logic versus emotions, we will do it. You
Probably
gotta
play that
understand.
song. She probably playing that song right now.
That is, those are the two
Hey.
single most conflicting aspects of like the human like
They are
body.
conflicted, and guess what? It was a battle of the logic and emotion today. And guess what, bro?
It always will be.
It always will. But today, I'm being 100. I don't even declare the logic won. Today, I felt like she got to express exactly what she wanted to express. I got to take in exactly what I wanted to take in. I got to express what I wanted to express, and she got to assume what she wanted to
Hey,
assume.
this shit sounds so unhealthy, dog.
Hey, bro, and everything
to
I'm happy.
understanding.
But listen, it sounds like a mess, but it's like, yo, I am happy. You know
No,
what?
it doesn't sound like a mess. A mess would have been an argument because one expressed their feelings. So it doesn't sound like this was an argument. It sounded like it was a waste, is what the fuck it
Hey, I'm
sounded
with
like.
you. So I feel, listen, I think women just want attention. So I took the time to waste, but guess what? I enjoyed it wasting our time. Normally at the end of it, I'd be so drained from the fucking conversation. No. Today I left happy. Like
So what was different from before and today?
before I left happy. That was
Obviously,
what
I'm
made
saying,
all this
why,
happen.
though?
Why?
Why was this one any different from before?
Because
you're always going to be logical.
Because
Rick.
because guess what? I literally logically didn't give a fuck. And I accepted that.
I don't think that's
I
good.
finally accepted it, bro. I did.
Yeah,
I hope she ain't listening.
I hope I told her this. I'm telling. Listen,
that
bro.
is
I told
so
her these
toxic.
exact words. I'm telling. I have finally accepted that she's gonna be emotional, and sometimes she's gonna assume shit. She's gonna think shit, and guess what? You know what? I can choose to react the way I want to react to her assumptions and what she
But
do.
to verbalize that you don't give a fuck
Listen.
is not the
If
path.
she get to verbalize how she feel emotionally, I get to verbalize how I feel logically.
And this is why.
She gonna say, pick up your feelings.
This is right. She gonna tell you, come pick up your motherfucking
Hey,
feelings.
it ain't no feelings there because all
Your
that shit
bag
was
might
there.
not be big. You might can fit them shits in the Ziploc. I don't know. Some might have to get a duffel bag or pay for extra luggage for the flight. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen. My honest opinion is, yes, I got to express. The thing is, you should be able to be your fucking self. And if I was talking to my best friend like this, or my brother or my sister like this, I would have said this shit to them. And if you take offense to the same information or the same response I will give to my own brother or sister, then I'm sorry.
Nah, but everybody ain't
But
the same.
but pause.
The difference is, are you a part of creating the emotion that she's talking
Oh
about?
no, so pause. Let's be 100.
Because you are a motherfucker.
No. Listen. Let's be 100. She was honest about this too. She was like, you know what? Hey, I actually had a rough day, and this happened, and it kind of elevated me and put me in my feelings. So she was honest. In the midst of us getting off our feelings, I asked her, because she started saying some things like, you are inconsiderate, this, and this. And in the middle of the argument of her saying that, I say, hey, don't I do nice, thoughtful things for you? Don't I consider you? And she was like, yeah. I say, then thank you. I just wanted to say. She said, I know you do, but since I'm in my feelings, I'm just expressing how I feel. And I'm like, you know what?
So these ain't real.
Exactly. Like I said, bro, once again.
You gotta look at the context of the argument, I guess.
Exactly. I have accepted that, she honestly just wants to verbally express herself while she in her feelings. You know what? Cool. I'm not going to tell you not to verbally express yourself. I'm going to learn how to adapt. So my adaptation to you verbally, and if I got to accept that you want to verbally express yourself, then I deserve the right for you to accept that I want to logically express myself. And I'm not taking what you're saying personal. I'm not holding it against you, and you should do the same.
Okay.
But tell her you don't.
I'm still going
worst
to.
part.
I'm still going to.
Man, I don't give. Listen,
There's
bro,
a way to not give
that
a
shit
fuck.
is liberating. I don't give a fuck.
But not
I hear
saying.
you.
But I
accept
did tell her this. Listen, at the end of it, and I don't want y'all to think I was being disrespectful. Because to be honest, I told her, hey, I'm not saying I don't give a fuck to you and your feelings personally. What I'm telling you is, she had made a statement. She expressed, well, I'm not gonna do this, and this. I say, so okay, then don't do it. That's fine. I don't care.
So there's aspects of I don't give a fuck all through the conversation.
Yeah, it was
don't threaten me.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of like that.
I feel you.
Like, I don't give a
No, oh yeah, don't threaten.
And it's like, and it's exactly that. She started making statements about what okay. So guess you still here? I'm still okay. So I don't care, because at the end of the day, guess what? In about 5 hours, you won't even feel like this. In 5 hours, guess what? Since I didn't allow you to flip my mood and put me in an emotional place where I'm angry, since I didn't allow that, and I was able to stay myself doing all of this, even though you was able to stay emotional, I was able to be myself. I left happy, and I came here happy. And guess what? Later we can have a better conversation, because when I go back to it later, it's, hey, what's up? I had fun today with that. So guess what? If she can learn to accept me in that state, I was able to respond in. I was able to handle her emotions.
I was going there next, because sometimes you got to get to the point where somebody understands that I don't give a fuck mentality, or that mindset isn't hey, I don't give a fuck about your emotions. It's I don't give a fuck, or don't understand why you give a fuck about what's invoking these emotions.
Exactly.
So
and it's like
through and I get you, because I tell
that
you,
makes sense now.
certain things that other people allow to get to them, and I'm looking at you like,
That's what.
If I
Come on
allow,
now.
if you, I'm gonna be, and I told her this honestly. She said, because she was like, "Why you laughing?" I said, "Let's be 100." I say, "You can get two things out of this. You can have me take it serious. If I take it personal, I'm gonna be pissed because, to be honest, this is pointless. But I choose to think it's cute and just laugh it off. So you choose. Do you want me to respond emotionally? Because you're going to get anger. If you want me to respond positively, then you better accept these laughs. And that was one moment of honesty. Yeah. Look, it ain't no gray. That. If I gotta get whatever the fuck you dishing, and I can't choose how much of it that you get, then you get to choose. You either want me to respond emotionally like an asshole, and I'm probably going to say something you really don't like, or you want me to laugh and be funny.
I can't say that.
It's kind of picking your battles.
Exactly.
That's kind of what you're doing.
What's crazy is after we break this shit down, I'm really more built like what Rich was saying in the first place.
Exactly what he's saying. But when he said, I just don't give a fuck.
But I'm like, whoa, you can't just say you don't give a fuck to a woman, bro.
Like,
right. You are.
But you got to get, I feel like, fuck it. If we going to choose to be together through stupid shit, thick and thin, we need to fucking learn how to be friends. Basically. And we need to learn how to be friends when shit is bad. And if we can't be friends when shit is at its worst, and I can't and listen, I understand there's a point you are making. Even though you expressing yourself verbally, even though you might got here off some bullshit, I am listening to the fact that, hey, it is some truth and concern in this, and I am aware of it. But to put energy into the level to it that you're putting into it right now, because it could have been a simple, hey, adjust this is bothering me a little bit, thank you. It could have been as simple as that. But since you want to elevate it to a whole fucking lecture, then class is in session.
But people love, they handle emotion differently. Yeah. So what you got to do in a situation like that?
You know, hold on. I want you to finish, but honestly, this is a good topic for next week.
It is.
This is a really good topic.
So what I was already thinking was what we was talking about. Logic versus emotions.
Okay, so let somebody
please document that. So we got to talk about that, and I keep pointing to my head and my heart because that's essentially what it is, right?
Emotions, they ain't no joke.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? H-Town taught me that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you just, it all depends for me and your place. Again, in the emotions, right? So are the emotions coming from, hey, I had a rough day at work and it had absolutely nothing to do with me, or are these emotions based on some shit that, you know, maybe you just saw on social media about me that day, or some shit that then came to your phone about me, or an argument that we done had, or something that I've invoked those emotions. I have to respond to that shit differently than, hey, Peter took my motherfucking seat in the lunchroom today. I don't give a fuck about, sit your ass in another seat.
But
who cares about Peter sat in your seat?
I think at some point too, people also get to the point where they take the logic and let that logic boil over, and then the emotion hits of it. So if you let that point get to it too, I think people do that too.
Yeah. So, but you got to listen enough to find out the origin
right. And that's
of
honestly,
the emotion.
as a man, if you're going to use the method that I use today, you honestly have to listen and understand that it's not a real problem right now.
You got to ask questions.
Because
Hell yeah.
And one thing, a man, you really need to be honest with yourself. Have you really been fucking up to a point where this can be a real, because if it's a real problem, you need to address it seriously. But when you know you ain't did shit, and you know you been on your best behavior, and you know you done took out the trash, and you done paid the bills, and you know you ain't honestly did shit, but fuck you mean?
But Peter can't take your seat in the lunchroom, and then all of a sudden you mad about some shit you seen on Instagram 4 days ago. That I'm not finna deal with that shit.
Exactly, and that's why I say, I am, since this is welcome. Well, let's get ready to rumble.
Cause I'm cussing you and Peter ass out.
I'm telling you, and I got to express myself and how I felt, and I'm telling you, bro, it was liberating. The whole time okay, say it. Get it off your chest. Say everything you want to yell a little bit, get it off your chest. Because once this shit is over, I'm still going to be happy, but I'm letting you know I did hear you. I'm just saying, let's handle it this way than the way we've been handling it. Because if we keep handling it the way we've been handling it, all right, we're going to be here, we here. So now we just need to learn how to handle our problems better since we're choosing to be here. So I feel like this is a way where you get that. We both get to get the shit off our chest, and we both can smile afterwards. Because at the end of the day, I left the conversation with a smile. She left the conversation with a smile. So I felt like it was a win.
That's all that matters. But relive it.
I support it. So man, we are at that time. We had fun. We had fun. We pack up. All right, man. Until next time, when we do the logic versus emotion.
Logic versus emotion. We got to make sure Keisha back because we have to have a female on the panel.
We gotta have it. We gotta have it
because that's a whole different dynamic. I think all of us are different on certain levels, but that female got to have a female.
Gotta have the estrogen. You feel me? Gotta have a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's get it. All right.